Welcome to ExtraMotivated channel. Today I will show you drama romance film from 1997 titled Good Will Hunting. Despite having genius-level brilliance, Will Hunting, Matt Damon, works as a janitor at MIT and resides alone in a poorly furnished apartment in a destitute South Boston area. He has a talent for memorizing knowledge and the intuitive ability to prove complex mathematical theorems. As a foster child who experienced abuse, he unconsciously holds himself responsible for his unfortunate upbringing and uses this self-hatred to undermine both his professional and personal lives. As a result, he is unable to maintain either a stable employment or a stable love life. Professor Gerald Lambeau, Stellan Skarsgrd, a Fields medalist and combinatorialist, set a challenging graduate-level maths problem on the chalkboard for his pupils to solve during the first week of class, expecting someone would do so by the end of the semester. Will resolves the problem. While everyone looks to see who solved it, Lambeau presents a new issue that took him and his co-workers 2 years to establish. When Lambeau finds Will solving it, he initially thinks he is damaging the board and chases him away while Will criticizes him. As it turns out that Will had the right answer, Lambeau makes an effort to find Will. Will, Chucky, and a few of their other buddies head to a bar close to Harvard University one evening after work. Chucky approaches Skyla, Minnie Driver, a stunning woman he notices at the bar, pretending to be a Harvard student himself. In an effort to humiliate Chucky, one of Skyla's fellow co-eds, Clark, Scott William Winters, questions Chucky's understanding of American colonial history. Will jumps to Chucky's defense, following Clark's every move with knowledge of historical events that he had remembered. Once a potential altercation is avoided, Will discovers that Skyla is drawn to him and obtains her phone number. A harsh judge won't be fooled by Will's smart grasp of legal precedent, which includes referencing a case from the 1700s, when he strikes a young person who had bullied him in kindergarten and now faces imprisonment after punching a police officer who was responding to the fight. Will is given the option of being released under Lambeau's personal supervision, where he must study mathematics and see a therapist to help him deal with his anger and defensive personality, or he can go to jail. Realizing that Will may have the potential to be a great mathematician like the genius Évariste Galois, Lambeau steps in on his behalf. Will's connection to 5 psychologists is unsuccessful. Lambeau finally contacts his former MIT classmate and estranged old friend Sean McGuire, Robin Williams, out of pure desperation. In contrast to his 5 predecessors, Sean pushes back at Will and eventually manages to get through to him and his hostile, sarcastic defense mechanisms because he is also from South Boston. At one point, Will examines the watercolor painting that Sean had created on his own and comes to the conclusion that it depicts Sean's repressed emotions and guilt over his wife's untimely passing. Will terminates the meeting and leaves as Sean grows angry and violent and grabs him by the throat, threatening to ruin his prospects for change. Sean reveals that he, too, was a victim of child abuse during a subsequent therapy session, where Will attends. When Sean repeatedly assures Will that it was not his fault that he was so horrifically abused and abandoned, Will initially becomes defensive and angry. Will eventually breaks down and acknowledges it with tears. Will eventually resolves, after much introspection, to stop being a victim of his own inner demons and take control of his life. He rejects lucrative job offers from the government and corporate sectors in favor of traveling to California to reunite with Skyla after his friends give him a rebuilt Chevy Nova for his 21st birthday. Will uses one of Sean's own one-liners to explain his actions, "I had to go see about a girl," in a brief message to Sean. Sean departs to see the globe as well, but not before making amends with Lambeau. After fulfilling his own long-held dream, Chucky pointedly learns that Will has departed for a better life as the film comes to a close. Will is then seen beginning his inspirational journey to California in preparation for a fresh start with Skyla and a leap into the unpredictable future.